Hey y'all, wanted to make a video here about how we generated over 742K last year in my business and already have 680K booked for this year itself here. And as you know, it's all marketing, sales, and operations if you've seen any of my videos before. But essentially I wanted to go into the nitty gritty here for how really we ended up doing that. So starting with marketing, primarily all Facebook and Instagram to be the snipers to get into the neighborhoods for the people while also building more brand. Then, as well, yard signs onto the jobs to get more work from that, door hangers, reviews, which then lead into more referrals. So how I view it is I use paid advertising to be a sniper to get me into the neighborhood so that when I complete the job, I have all of the work from it, the before and after pictures that I can put up onto my portfolio. I can create new ads from those as they're completed, as well as posts that I can then use on the social media as well to further have people see more of what we have going on so they have an image of who we are representing ourselves in as a business. So like the wrap trailer, wrap truck, all the t-shirts for the guys, all the hats, all those things that really make people see like, wow, these guys are really the people who do it day in and day out, which makes sales a lot easier going into sales here onto that. Because again, as I've said, you can get 1,000 leads, but if you don't close any of them, what does it really matter? There is no return on investment in that. So for sales, we have utilized a lot of automations to make life easier for us. These are like essentially base go high level, but then really building it out so that it could be the coding cohort that I utilize onto there. So automations for calls, texting, and emails as well. This will help you stay top of mind for all of your customers so that essentially even if they aren't ready at that time to make a purchase, you still have them and you can be able to text them into the future, have text sequences. So, for instance, the lead comes in, they don't respond on day one. Are you just letting them kind of like fall to the wayside, or do you have something in place so that on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 30, 60, 90, they're still going to have some kind of outreach as well as being able to manage them in one place? So sales pipeline tool that we utilize so that I can see people like raw, lead, no response, responded, estimate given. You want to have a pipeline so that you can really see how effective you are. Because for sales, all that matters is total amount of leads, how many have responded to you, how many you can take from responded to estimate, and how many estimates you can take to closed in general. Good response rate that I've seen is like 60 to 80% response rate. Good estimate ratio from that would be you can kind of be a little bit more tight with them if you don't want to go out or they're very far distance onto the phone call qualification for them. But if they are very close, especially in our area, I don't mind going on to the estimates because I know that if they're going to eventually do the job, it's better that I was a part of it, based upon all the things onto the marketing that we've done with all the reviews, the referrals, and all that kind of stuff, while also still having great work put out so that they have makes it a lot easier onto that. But essentially, for your sales pipeline, you want to have something that's being able to reach out to the customers on a continuous basis so that if you ever need any extra work, you can send a blast email out or you can send a blast text out with some kind of special deal that you have going on at that time so that you can still utilize all of the leads even if they're not at the moment all ready right here. That also goes for the sales of how we generated that. A lot of the things that we utilize is Jeremy Miner. I've spent like $8,000 with the guy to be able to become better at sales, to understand tonality, to understand the whole entire process of selling in general for people. Main things that you're looking for inside of selling is to make sure that you're not just like an order taker kind of type of guy. You want to have a frame to yourself where you could use the job, you don't really need the job, which helps with having a lot of leads, of course, but at the same time, you really want to be detached from the sale. That's how we were able to close many of the jobs by not needing the job. If you don't need the job, then you can really be able to figure out what's important to them, what do they have going on, how can you help them, really so that you can build a connection with a person so that they know exactly what they're getting and they know that you can be the person to provide that for them. It's really all sales is at the end of the day, ironically. And then as well for generating all that work, sure, it's easy to generate all that work, but you actually still have to complete the work. So like on operations, what we've done is create standard operating procedures, and many of these things are inside of the free group for y'all as well too, link down below. But essentially, the operation manuals are very useful if you're not going to be the guy that's on the job, or even if you are going to be the guy on the job, so that you don't have to tell people what they should be doing. They should know exactly what they need to be doing so that they can benefit themselves as well. Onto the operations too, this kind of ties into it, but we give our guys performance pay. They get percentage of the job when it's completed because we want them to want to get things done as quick as they can without sacrificing quality. If they have to go back to something to have it repaired, then that is not, they don't really get paid for that because that's not what you want at all. Ideally, you want to be repairing like less than 1% of your floors. Otherwise, it really becomes a big issue. And this can be helped with, obviously, all the standard operating procedures as well as the performance pay, because then you'll find people who are killers who want to get a lot done and they want to get it done quickly without sacrificing the quality onto it. So standard operating procedures, performance pay, as well as increasing process review. We record practically every floor that we have down, and from that we're able to see, okay, well, if we did this instead of what we did there, then we would have saved ourselves a lot of time on XYZ in general. So recording the process, because when you're out there every day, it can be a lot to then have to come back and do these things, but the little bits of doing that are what really transform everything else with it, and they don't take too much time, maybe like an hour to review these, see what could have been done better, and then what you do is you just build that right back into the SOP. And then the people want to do it because then they get paid even more from their performance pay. So yeah, but that's the video for y'all. Drop any comments down below if you have any other videos that you'd like me to create onto these topics. Love doing them and have a lot of fun, as well as the free group down below. Won't be free for long, but anybody that joins, you'll get free access into it. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.